Well, she's pretty. There's always this we should move to the suburbs type thing or a small town instead of the city. It is kind of just making me realize there's always this stigma that, oh, the city is always unwelcoming. But some people are like, oh no, we should be stay in small towns because the city is so mean. And it's like, yo, small towns and suburbs, dude, the you don't belong here, you're not one of us mentality is just so strong in them. Is ridiculous. Like, it makes you think that the entire town is on some weird cult madness. That any day now, a group of them are just gonna be piled outside your house waiting to sacrifice you to some weird demon that they started worshiping centuries ago. So it gets wild. That was just a random blur, but that's just kind of the feelings that it just set off. I love her hair right now. She's... God, I love it. It is so simple too. I love it. I actually have a question for all the people who were city kids before they had to move. Was it a good move or was it just, it was the decision for the worse? Nope. See? See? Look, already starting.
You don't even have to lock the doors and step. That's really something, isn't it?
No. No. That's so stupid. I don't care. I don't care what type of neighborhood I move in. Don't you be trying to put your we don't have to lock the door bullshit on me. No. 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 You lock doors everywhere. If anywhere the suburbs, the little rich suburbs is the most place you should be locking your doors. Like, that don't make no sense. See, no, I hate that. I hate that. I hate roads and then no sidewalks. I hate it. I hate that so much. So I'm getting the feeling that he already knows that this Walter already knows what's happening in Stepford, and that's exactly why he moved them.
He's a lawyer.
Lawyer.
I like how she said lawyer. 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 So this is fun. There was never really police in Stepford. The entire government was literally just old girl and her husband.
You pretend we decide things together, but it's always you, what you want. You asked me if I wanted to move out here, and I found you'd already been looking at a house. You asked me if I liked this place, and I found you'd already made a down payment. Now you're asking me about the lousy men's association, and it's quite obvious you've already joined. Why bother to ask me at all? I'm gonna put the kids to bed.
Yeah, dude, your lack of communication is just annoying. That type of communication and a partner is just mad annoying. This is another thing. Like, Stepford seems big compared in the remake. I'm sorry, I'm gonna be doing a lot of the remake comparisons, so that's all I've got to work with right now. I've never read the book. I think I like Bobby in both versions of the movie.
I like to watch women doing little domestic chores.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Excuse me? Excuse me? What? What? Who starts a conversation with that? Wow. Okay. That must be Mike. But like, you turn around and find out some stranger is staring at you, and they just say, I like to watch women doing little domestic chores. Alright, Mr. Serial Killer, can you please exit my house? So a lot of things in the original is much more lifelike, because at least the dudes are just actually it seems like they're actually doing something, not a bunch of nerds who have to maintain their egos. These are like actual creepers and not just weak nerds. So
It's very good around the eyes.
that is a good picture. It's a shame it's just being used for creepy memes, right?
It's been a long time.
It's not an innocent drawing of someone.
They were dummies. I mean, take El Presidente, that graduate of Disneyland.
Well, he just happens to be a PhD from Berkeley. He runs a multi-million-dollar corp.
Okay, that doesn't stop him from saying creepy ass shit. He has a PhD from Berkeley. This bitch said he likes watching women do domestic chores and was just watching me. I don't fucking care about his degree.
Proud.
Oh, you haven't got a drink. I must get you a drink.
I love those two so much.
There's this thing they've invented. It's called knocking. Doesn't interest me. I'm a natural born barger.
Ah. See? Just want to lock your doors now? Come see this woman drinking up all your stuff.
Oh, yes. Yes. Oh, yes. Oh, nobody's ever touched me the way you touch me. Oh, there. Oh, you're the best, Frank. Oh, God, are you the best? Oh, there. Oh, God. God, are you the best? You're the king, Frank. Oh, you're the champion.
Okay. Okay, so okay. Okay, so Charmaine seems not Stepfordy. I don't think she was turned yet.
I've just been tempted so many times to try easy on.
I'm not trying to be a leader or anything, but we're not supposed to delve quite so specifically into housework.
Easy on's really that good, is it?
Is it that good? Well, if time is your enemy, make friends with Easy On. That's all I can tell you. It's so good that if ever I became famous and the Easy On people asked me would I do a commercial, not only would I do it, I'd do it for free. That's how good it is. Holy
Research now.
They had to get rid of that. Women's association can't have these women thinking that they matter.
Kids adore.
They got Charmaine.
Most terrific.
You can even tell something's up from the way she's dressed.
Can't get my.
Oh, they got Charmaine. No.
I just didn't want to be the first one to admit it. You know, I'm the one that wanted to come here in the first place. You think the men are dull? Oh, I think the women are too.
You're right. I agree with you. That's why I want to move.
Yeah, but the area sure is nice, though. You know. That's...
Just move to a different suburbs. Jesus. They moved to a different suburbs, one where they aren't making the women robots. Oh, they got a big dog. Oh, they got one of those cute little dogs that have the hair, that have so much fur it covers their eyes. It's so cute. They got Bobby. Oh God, where's the black family that's moving here? Run, sister, run.
I mean, when are things gonna start sparkling around here? That's what I'd like to know. I mean, just look at the way my kids are dressed. Ragamuffins. Geez, I work 80 hours a week. I live in a great house, and my kids look like they belong on welfare.
What the hell are you talking about?
Don't tell your husband. Don't tell anyone. Just go wherever you feel safe. Now, do you have family?
They're dead.
Shit.
Well,
So they killed the original woman and then replaced them with this animatronic that they made.
Bobby, stop it! Look at me! Say I'm right! You are different, your figure's different, your face, what you talk about.
Look at her face, like, yes, yes. Yes.
It's wonderful. Take it black. Well, I cut myself, I bleed. Do you bleed?
Why, look at your hand.
No, you look.
Joanna.
Dun, 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 dun. Yo, the music. Yo, the music.
how could you do a thing like that?
When I
was just going to give you coffee. When I was just going to give you coffee. I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends. I was just going to give you coffee. I was just going to give you
Run,
coffee.
Joanna!
I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends. I thought we were friends.
How could you do a thing like that?
I thought we were friends.
They aren't even at the association, are they? So. No, that's that thing that dude had. That was his name, Claude. Yeah, that's that voice thingy that Claude dude has. There's no reason that kid will be shouting "mommy" if she doesn't know that her mom is there.
Little, we weren't quite ready for it, if you want to know the truth.
Don't let him take the poker out of your hand. Why she just let him take the poker out of her hand? Like he just casually took it, that she had to register it for a second, and it was like, oh no! Ah! What the fuck? No, God. God, this is not okay. That's why they kidnapped the dog, so it could get used to robot Joanna. Yo! They get the robots to kill him.
Linda, what do you want? Spend my entire day in this support. Look, we live in a nice neighborhood. Home you want.
Run, sister, run!
Why don't you give it a chance?
Hello, Marie. Hello, Charmaine.
The truth is that black woman gonna make it. She gonna get the heck out. That's the truth.
Hello, Bobby. Hello, Joanna. How are you? I'm fine. How are you? I'm fine. How are the children? They're fine. And yours? Fine.
Her voice is a bit deeper. That's the end? Nah. What? Nope, black lady gonna leave. Nope, she gonna leave. She gonna catch on way faster. Nope. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone on non-binary spectrum, my name is Hexley, and I do hope you enjoy that reaction video to the original Stepford Wives movie. Now, I know there's a lot of flack that the remake gets because it swerved right into comedy, but honestly, I think the whole concept of it works well in both regards, as a comedy and as a thriller. It's just like you just have to do it, write it good. Obviously, I haven't read the book yet, but maybe at some point I will. I'm not sure. But stopped in the movie. I thought it was really good. I do like I was mostly comparing it to like the remake. So there was stuff in this movie that I liked that the remake didn't have. For one, like Stepford seemed just bigger. Stepford seemed just bigger, and that there was more people. Also, like though Stepford wives, they didn't really seem robotic until, you know, you get to a certain point, like that scene where they're coming together for that meeting. So that's really something I liked a bit better, that you can't tell something's wrong with them until you actually sit down and have a conversation with them and realize that the only thing they ever talk about is what brand of Lysol they need to be buying. Because honestly, that's a terrible conversation. What else? I definitely like the characters. I love Charmaine. I love Bobby. I loved Joanna. I liked them all as a unit, and I liked them when they were together because they were obviously, when I say lifelike, they really didn't have much to compare themselves to. But yeah, something I do say I like that the remake kind of did, it does kind of give us Walter's view. And I like this Walter in this version is such a piece of shit that he just does this. And he's like, yeah, whatever. But the Walter in the remake is kind of like, he's complicit. And I'm not going to say he's not. He's complicit in it. He goes as far as it, but he never goes through with it. Because, like, you know, at some point he realized, hey, yeah, I did marry this woman because I love her, not because I wanted her to be a robot. But this Walter was just like, yeah, it would be nice if my wife was just my slave. So yeah, let's do that. And it really kind of makes you feel for like the daughters in a way, even though they weren't in the movie that much. But it does kind of make you feel for them, because like, what is the status for little girls who have to grow up in Stepford? Obviously, something's gonna happen where they have to become Stepford wife too, right? Unless they like leave before that happens. Or maybe they get that happen to them while they're teenagers or something. Because that, I don't know, maybe that's touched on as something else. Maybe someone wrote like a story based around that. It's like, hey, you all know the Stepford wives, but how is it growing up as a child of one? Like, that would be actually a fun sequel. Like, one minute you remember moving here and your mom was full of life, then the next all she does is clean. And even when the house is completely clean, she just cleans. So obviously we have to talk about the ending, in which obviously it happens. Joanna gets killed by Robo Joanna, and now she's a Stepford wife. So yeah, that's kind of just how it ends, which that happens in the remake, but that's not the ending. The ending actually, hey, she finds a way to reverse what happens to them. Because they're not really robots in the remake. They're just kind of like infused with mind-controlling androids and stuff. Their bodies are enhanced. It's confusing because their bodies are able to do stuff that it shouldn't do. But it's still them. It's not like they're killed. And it's just like, this is a thing that does happen. I'm not saying the Stepford wife thing, but I mean, it could be happening somewhere in some small town. It could be happening. So just beware wherever you move to. But this whole thing is like, when people, I'm gonna stick to men on this one, because this is what it was about. Like, when men marry people, but they like, oh, you don't do this, this, and this, and it's very clear that they didn't want a wife, they wanted a slave. And it's just like, but it's not just that, it's also ones that like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like they try to force a role on their spouse. And it's like, that's not how you should do it. There are women out there who do want to be a housewife, who don't like, who that's what they want to do. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, when it's your choice, that's better. When you're forced into it, that's where it's wrong. That's kind of why women's suffrage happened, because you were basically saying, no, you have to do this because you're a woman. And it's like, if you're someone who wants a housewife, then you should be with someone who, you know, wants to be a housewife. That's what you were to do. You shouldn't be with someone who has aspirations of traveling the world or something. Not saying housewives don't travel, they do. But who has aspirations of just going with her career. Like, I don't know, and then just suddenly dropping everything because you want to have your feet massaged when you get off of work. Like, I'm probably not wording it right, but it's just like, look, there's someone out there for everyone. If you want someone who like wants to be a housewife, then you should probably be with them and not try to shackle down someone who doesn't want that type of life. It's like, there really is someone out there for everyone, because if freaking what's his name? That Manson guy, I don't know his first name, whatever, can find people that love him and worship him and adore him, then you can too. I gotta say, I like the remakes version of The Reason much better. I do like the remake. If you haven't seen it, spoiler warning, is not actually the men behind it. It's actually the lady who you think is like, oh, because she's married to the guy who's in charge of the men's association, that she's like, but no, it's actually her. She did this initiative, and her reasoning behind it was because that she found her husband cheating, and then she killed him, and then apparently she had like this wild, because she was working a lot, so she had this wild epiphany that she wanted to go back where men were men and women were cherished and stuff, and so like she had the background as well to do all this, so she left it all behind and started Stepford. She said there was even a joke in there. She's like, oh, where can I go where people wouldn't notice a town full of robots? Connecticut. So I liked her reasoning better. I definitely like that reveal better than the whole because we can. I don't know, it just feels kind of like, yeah, I guess, whatever. Just her reason is kind of more intricate and better at it. And so it's just more like, yeah, I mean, they're killers, yeah, obviously, because I'm about to say, like, only, like, it's more natural when you hear killers say that. Not natural, like, oh, okay, but it's natural and scary when you hear killers say that, because we can. And it's like, I just feel like there's a lot of plot of things that's wrong with that sentence, because really, would every literal husband just be down with that and just be like, hey, yeah, this is weird, so let's go? Like, obviously I'm gonna say I like the ending better for the remake. I think I just said that earlier, because, you know, they actually find a way to get them back, and they, you know, they escape and they retaliate, but it works better for the genre. Like, the remake is a comedy, so the ending works better for a comedy. It can't just really come out of left field with like, oh, now she's a Stepford wife. Have a weird and it feels out of place ending. I feel the remake, I would say, is a bit dramatic on some of the gender stuff, but you know, it's very like aesthetic-y. And when I say aesthetic-y, I mean it's like, yeah, it's dramatic, but like not to be taken seriously. It's like, yeah, mood, stuff like that type of. But with the thriller, this one, the ending where she does become a Stepford wife makes sense. It makes sense. So that's why I'm saying that the remake and the original, they're good in their own rights. I'm glad I got to watch the film. I'm glad I finally got to see it. Maybe at some point down the line in my life, I will read the book. I don't know. I also see there's something suggested to me called Revenge of the Stepford Wives, and I don't know. So obviously, if you you should watch the movie yourself. I will link it in the description. I watched it on YouTube. You should watch the movie yourself, and if you like the movie, I would definitely recommend, obviously, I'm gonna recommend Get Out. Yeah, Get Out by Jordan Peele, which is similarly something just like that, just not really with robots and more like with hypnotism and stuff like that. So if you like Stepford Wives, if you like the original Stepford Wives, then you definitely like Get Out. Well, yeah, that's really it. I will I've been Hexley, and this has been the Stepford Wives. And I will see, and if you're here just for movie nights, I'll see you next Friday, where I will be watching ABCs of Death with my sister. But if you're here for me entirely, then I will see you next Monday.